Everyone gets a starter pack of physical and mental traits in life. Whether it be your height, hair color, level of impulsivity, or where you land on the introversion to extroversion scale, all of these factors are shaped by your own genetics and environments. So today, we are going to discuss temperament and how it impacts your life. Welcome back to Savvy Psychologist. I'm your host, Dr. Monica Johnson. Every week on this show, I'll help you face life's challenges with evidence-based approaches, a sympathetic ear, and zero judgment. The study of temperament traits has long fascinated researchers, psychologists, and really any individual seeking to understand human behavior and personality. These enduring traits provide valuable insights into how individuals interact with the world around them. Building upon the work of early temperament theorists like Alexander Thomas and Stella Chess, contemporary research has identified 9 key temperament traits that play a significant role in shaping our personalities. Let's take a closer look at these 9 temperament traits, shedding light on their origins, impact, and implications for human development and well-being. First up, activity level. Activity level refers to an individual's inherent preference for physical movement and engagement in various activities. Research has shown that activity levels can vary significantly from one person to another, with some individuals naturally inclined toward high levels of activity, while others prefer a more sedentary lifestyle. This trait has been linked to genetic factors, as well as environmental influences such as parental modeling and early childhood experiences. High activity levels can be advantageous in sports and physically demanding professions, while lower activity levels may be associated with a preference for intellectual or creative pursuits. Next is rhythmicity. Rhythmicity pertains to an individual's regularity in biological functions and daily routines. It encompasses the predictability of an individual's sleep-wake cycle, appetite, and other psychological processes. Research indicates that rhythmicity is influenced by both genetic and environmental factors. Those with high rhythmicity tend to adapt well to structured routines, making them suitable for careers and lifestyles that require consistency and regularity. On the other hand, individuals with lower rhythmicity may find it challenging to adhere to rigid schedules and may excel in more flexible, creative endeavors. Now let's talk about approach and withdrawal. This is a temperament trait that describes an individual's initial response to novel or challenging situations. Some people are predisposed to approach such situations with enthusiasm and curiosity, while others are more inclined to withdraw or exhibit caution. Research suggests that this trait is influenced by a combination of genetic predisposition and early life experiences. Adults who are on the approaching side are excited and willing to explore new things, people, and situations. They also tend to adjust to new situations with relative ease. Withdrawing adults are also called slow to warm up. They need extra time to adjust to new situations and may hang back before joining in. A similar trait is adaptability. Adaptability reflects an individual's capacity to adjust to change and cope with new or unexpected circumstances. Research has shown that this trait is influenced by both genetic and environmental factors, including parenting styles and early life experiences. Highly adaptable individuals tend to thrive in dynamic environments and can quickly recover from setbacks. In contrast, those with lower adaptability may excel in structured, predictable settings where change is minimal. How are you reacting to this episode so far? The next trait is intensity of reaction, which refers to the strength of an individual's emotional responses to various stimuli, both positive and negative. Research indicates that this temperament trait is hereditary and can significantly impact a person's emotional well being and interpersonal relationships. Individuals with high intensity of reaction may experience more intense joy, anger, and sadness, which can be both a strength and a challenge. Those with lower intensity of reaction tend to have more stable and muted emotional responses. Threshold of responsiveness relates to an individual's sensitivity to sensory stimuli and their ability to filter out irrelevant information. Research has shown that this trait is influenced by genetic factors, and it can play a crucial role in an individual's preferences and aversions. Those with a low threshold of responsiveness may be more sensitive to sensory input and may excel in careers or hobbies that require acute perception, such as art or music. Conversely, individuals with a high threshold of responsiveness may have a higher tolerance for sensory stimuli and may thrive in busy, stimulating environments. Your quality of mood describes your overall emotional tone or disposition. Research suggests that this trait is influenced by a combination of genetic predisposition and early life experiences, including parenting and attachment styles. Some individuals naturally have a more positive or cheerful disposition, while others may be predisposed to a more negative or melancholic mood. Understanding one's quality of mood can be instrumental in managing mental health and well being. I very much relate to Morticia Adams' quote, "Black is my happy color." But I knew a woman who was so cheerful that even when standing still, her ponytail bounced. All of this is to say that all energies are welcome and can lead to joy. Distractibility is the extent to which an individual is easily sidetracked or affected by external stimuli when trying to focus on a task. Research indicates that distractibility is influenced by both genetic factors and environmental influences, such as upbringing and educational experiences. Individuals with low distractibility tend to excel in tasks requiring sustained attention and focus. In contrast, those with high distractibility may thrive in environments that remove or reduce external stimuli. And finally, persistence refers to an individual's ability to sustain effort and motivation in the face of challenges and setbacks. Research has shown that this temperament trait is influenced by a combination of genetic factors and early life experiences, particularly parenting styles and the cultivation of a growth mindset. Highly persistent individuals tend to persevere in the pursuit of long term goals and challenges. People with low persistence are more likely to move on to something else when they find something difficult and are more likely to report feeling overwhelmed or frustrated with challenges. If you're the type that has the urge to give up more easily, don't despair. This is where learning appropriate coping strategies comes into play. You can support yourself in this and still get growth in this area. Now that we know these 9 defining traits, what does it all mean? Research into temperament traits has provided valuable insights into the enduring qualities that shape our personalities and behaviors. These 9 temperament traits, activity level, rhythmicity, approach/withdrawal, adaptability, intensity of reaction, threshold of responsiveness, quality of mood, distractibility, and persistence play a pivotal role in understanding human diversity and individual differences. Recognizing and understanding these traits can aid in personal development, career choices, and the cultivation of more harmonious relationships. While genetics certainly play a role in temperament, it is essential to acknowledge the influence of environmental factors, early life experiences, and what I really want to stress here, personal choices in shaping who we are. Embracing our unique temperament traits and those of others can lead to a more compassionate and empathetic society where individual differences are celebrated and understood. Now, I know not all of us are happy with our starter pack, but it's important to note that most of these traits have a level of malleability to them. For instance, I talk quite a bit about being an introverted person. But when I am comfortable with people, I am actually quite talkative, humorous, and extroverted seeming. I mean, I really don't mind hyping people up or being an out of this world karaoke partner. However, these activities are quite draining for me, even when they are enjoyable, because my baseline is an introvert. I have learned over the years what daily routines and coping strategies I need to implement to support the lifestyle I would like to have. For instance, I need exercise, a healthy diet, and appropriate sleep so I can build up my mental health bank to support these kinds of withdrawals. Additionally, I have learned several mindfulness, communication, and emotion regulation skills over time to be able to show up in spaces the way that I desire and to be able to request healthy reciprocity in my relationships. Could it be easier if we could simply change who we are? Sure, but that's not how people work. You have to meet yourself where you're at and do the best with what you got. Is some of this stuff hard to do? Absolutely. But there are no hacks that will replace consistent, healthy habits, no matter how boring that may sound. What aspect of your temperament are you working to accept and grow with? Let me know on Instagram at KindMindPsych. You can also reach out to me via my email at psychologist@quickanddirtytips.com or leave a voicemail at 929-256-2191. The Savvy Psychologist is a Quick and Dirty Tips podcast. It's audio engineered by Steve Rickyberg, with script editing by Adam Cecil. Our podcast and advertising operations specialist is Morgan Christensen. Our digital operations specialist is Holly Hutchings. And our marketing and publicity associate is Davina Tomlin. Follow Savvy Psychologist on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts. That's all for this episode of Savvy Psychologist. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next week.